Hello everyone, this is an explanatory video of how to integrate CleverTap using an Android Studio plugin which is developed by the CleverTap team. This plugin will help you to integrate CleverTap into your native Android in less than 5 minutes. So let's begin. Prerequisites. First, you need the Android Studio plugin itself. You can ask the support team of CleverTap for the plugin, or you can get in touch with the sales point of contact from CleverTap or your onboarding manager. Second prerequisite is that you need access to the CleverTap dashboard. Always ensure that you are doing the integration in a test project in CleverTap. This is to ensure that you are not maligning the actual production data. If you don't have a test project, you can create it simply by clicking on project, the arrow button, right? Clicking on test and then naming the test project. So now that we have all the prerequisites, let's begin with the installation of the plugin into your Android Studio. So first step in the installation is to go to the Android Studio, click on the search icon, right, and type plugin. Right, click here to open the plugins repository, and on the settings icon, just click on the settings icon, click on install from disk, and choose the zip file, that is the Android Studio plugin file from where you have downloaded the plugin. Sometimes the Android Studio will ask you to restart the IDE. So please restart the IDE. Let's wait for the Android Studio to get restarted. Once the Android Studio is restarted, now open your project in which you want to integrate CleverTap in and go to the files section and click on new. You can see that there is an option of CleverTap Assistant. And now this assistant will help in integrating CleverTap, right? So if you click on the CleverTap Assistant, a pop-up will appear with the details about what needs to be filled for the integration. The first one is account ID. And you can find the account ID and the account token if you go to the CleverTap dashboard and in the settings page. If you are in the test account as recommended by us, then you will be able to see the account credential with test prefix. Now copy the account ID and token and paste it in the pop-up box inside Android Studio. The third question is, should CleverTap ID be the Google Ad ID of the device? Every Android device has a Google Ad ID or an advertisement ID that is associated with the device. It is asking whether the CleverTap ID should be the Google Ad ID or not. Now, this decision has to be made based on if you are GDPR compliant or non-compliant, etc. You can read more about it if you click the below link to understand this better. Now, if you are non-GDPR compliant and you wish to capture it, you can type it as yes. Otherwise, you can type it as no. Moving ahead, this particular box asks you if which activity should be excluded from showing in-app notifications. In-app notifications is an engagement channel in CleverTap using which you can show pop-ups on certain screens based on the actions performed by the user. And you can set this up in the CleverTap dashboard itself through campaigns. You can get more information if you click the link below. This particular option is to exclude certain activities from getting the in-app notifications. This is because you don't want to see an in-app pop-up showing up in your splash screen above your logo, right? And also this splash screen can get destroyed after X seconds. So the in-app won't be that effective. Thus, just by mentioning the name of the activity on this box, you can choose that this particular activity should not be rendering the in-app notification. So one of the common screen is this splash screen activity. So you can mention this splash screen activity name over here as shown. Now moving ahead, the last question is, do you have an application class already, or do you want to use CleverTap's application class as your application class? This application class ensures that the system events such as app launch, app install, app uninstall are captured automatically by the CleverTap SDK. Right? So you can choose whether to use CleverTap's application class as your application class, or you can just mention the name of your application class. If you already have your application class, what it will do is it will add this particular line of code just above the super.onCreate method inside the onCreate method of your application class. Now click OK. This pop-up shows what codes are going to be added in what files of your application. If you approve it, click on approve. You can see that the CleverTap SDK is getting installed. It's been added to the Gradle file, and all the relevant codes are added as per your approval. To every code that we add inside your application, we have a comment saying that added by the CleverTap assistant. Now you can see that the CleverTap SDK is added in the build.gradle file. In the manifest file, you can see that the CleverTap token and the CleverTap account ID is added, as well as the other informations like which activities should be excluded from in-app. And if you have an application class, like I mentioned, this particular line of code is added, which ensures that system events are now captured by the CleverTap SDK. So that's it. You have done the basic integration of CleverTap into your application. And now let's run the app and see that your device is being identified in the CleverTap portal or not. As you can see, the device is recognized, and your app launch events, you can see those events getting raised in CleverTap. In the next tutorial, we'll be seeing how to integrate CleverTap push notifications using the Android Studio plugin itself in less than 5 minutes. Thank you.